My name is Janae Smith and I live in San Luis Obispo, California. I work in the field of tax law and do consulting for outside corporations. The number one reason I almost didn't join EastWest Health was the cost involved in the program. It was more money than I had spent before in areas that I wanted to experience for improved health. But the number one benefit that I've experienced, I would have to say, as a result of this program, is higher energy, much higher energy, improved mental focus and stamina, and better recovery, less experiences with inflammation as well. If you're sitting on the fence, my recommendation to you is to quit trying to diagnose what health issues you might be having and how to fix them or which specialist to see. I would say relying on science and proper testing and somebody with a background in knowledge and understanding of what is best suited for you is a much faster way to get to the end goal. I knew that this was the right program for me when the guesswork was taken out of me trying to figure out what I wanted to do and what I wanted to work on next with my health. I think that having specific answers to symptoms that I was having, or specific reasons why I wasn't hitting goals that I wanted to hit, spelled out with the right testing and understanding of what's going on, made a big decision in my reason to come on board with EastWest. I really needed help with my general health. I am a post-transplant recipient, and since that transplant surgery, my entire body had changed, and I had been very athletic before. I now had experienced post-transplant weight gain and hormonal fluctuations on top of that, and a major reduction in energy, which the surgical team says they don't tell you what life is like post-transplant. You're alive. But the reality of it is, alive and needing to nap multiple times a day is not a recipe for success when you are somebody that really wants to fully live life. So my main reason was to combat what I had gone through and the changes. But what I really learned is that my body knows what it needs. And so I needed to let my body dictate the direction that I needed to take instead of just targeting the areas that I wanted to target. And as a result of that, and the coaching and education and continuous support of East West, the answers were very clear as to what I needed to work on and when I needed to work on it. So the experience of working with them has just been that they're very thorough and they're consistent in their availability and support, and giving you a great understanding of why you're doing what you're doing and what it's targeting. So I think that, one of the things that I was very surprised to see was how quickly I recover from workouts now. And the pain and suffering that I was going through when I would push hard for a workout is just not there. I'm able to get up the next day and get moving on something else. And while there may be a little soreness, it doesn't last for days. You can still get your fork to your mouth. I could push harder and have fun with my workouts and not feel like I was going to take forever to recover from this. My mental rebound is much faster, and my stamina mentally goes all day long. I outpace my 25-year-old and my 18-year-old, which I love. I really don't have a target anymore on my health. There are specific areas on my general health. I'm not at the goal weight, but I'm 30 pounds down. And it doesn't slow me down anymore. And I think that in general, I just feel really good every day. I'm able to notice if there's a little change and something might be off because I consistently feel so good. So for that reason, my workouts have dramatically changed. And I think just quality of life is better, and I'm no longer fearful about having to slow down as I get older. I feel like I'll just continue to get better. I've been very physically active my whole life in sports and working out. So this was a big setback for me when I realized that my health was taking a turn as a result of having the surgery. But now I had a meniscus tear a few weeks back, and my first thought wasn't to get to the doctor, it was to get on a plane and head to EastWest and get my stem cells. And 2 weeks later, I was back in business, exercising, walking. 4 weeks later, I was back to 4 miles a day. And just a couple weeks later, back to 5. So I've had 4 knee surgeries total. I know what crappy knees feel like, and I don't feel them anymore going down the stairs or up the stairs for that matter. Which has also allowed me to do workouts that I used to do and had to give up a couple of decades ago as a result of my knees just working differently. My mom started the program in her late 70s, and stem cells saved her from a hip replacement. And she walks amazing hills and does 3 to 5 miles a day. And she keeps pace with me and my daughters as well, which is great. She feels better than she's ever felt. So, it's a lifestyle coaching program, and it's money well spent when the results that you get and the attention that you give to making your body a consistently healthy temple that will continue to perform and blow your mind if you want it to, take you to limits that are no longer areas that you think you have to give up. If as I get older at 56, I feel like there's a lot of things that I just haven't been able to tackle yet in my life because work and life gets in the way. But I no longer feel like I'm running out of time for those things. I feel like I have the right group behind me that will continue to help me move in any direction that I want to tackle. So it's worth a try. The results are great. The team is fun and informative, and I highly recommend it. You've got nothing to lose but bouncing out of bed in the morning feeling better than you did the day before. So on to the journey. Have fun.